Alrighty. Alright. Now then, make sure I'm on camera. Guys, there we go. How you doing? I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. And now we're working on some aircraft. Yeah, the aircraft we are working on is the handy page Halifax and the Supermarine Spitfire. The thing. We're detailing and prepping. We might actually do a little bit of work on the lank as well that I'm working on. Foist. What do I want to get out of the way first? Just I reckon prepping the those areas of the Halifax that require interior green, isolating them, asking as if necessary, that sort of shit. That sort of shit, peeps. Now, to the end, first things first. It's on. Bit of view. Come. Now. See, I know the. I haven't hit, for some reason, I haven't hit this part here with the surfacer yet, but that's okay. That's okay. And I don't actually need to do all of that. I really need to do from about there. I feel there's windows here. Wherever there's window to see through, to do optimal effect. Right colour. Now, if that should be interior. Here's a couple of things to check out. Hey buddy, how you doing? I'm just assessing a couple of colour options here. Alright, there's a few freaky bits here. Alright. That's the okay. Right, so it's that area there at the front that really needs to be painted, as they illustrate. Indeed, buddy. Now, what I am thinking, now, as far as it goes, I don't really need to mask that off. Like, if I get paint here, the concern is negligible. What I might do, isn't that necessary? Not really. I'm just thinking, should I bother even taping that off? Answer no. Why? So that's not going to be an issue. There are, however, some other bits that we'll need to do our interior green on. Now, these, for example, the insides of these will need. How do I want to isolate them? There. These would be more wheel thing. It's the wheel deal. Wow, I went there. Oh dear. So does that. What's the line I'm looking for? Move that angle a bit. There we go. I see a green kit and I want to paint it black. I think Jacob will be turning his grave. Not even dead yet. They're quite a separate issue. Again, the interiors here will need to be done. What are these parts? They look We'll just have a look at the part numbers. That will tell us. Right. 85 and 72, eh? Oh, hey, Papa, how you doing? Just having a bit of a assessment on a few things that I need to. What were those parts numbers? Identify before painting things. Now that's definitely one of our green bits. These are 85 and 72. I reckon they're to do with the wheels. This is a bit freaky. Check this out. Hang on. Let's see if I can get the right bit for you. Otherwise, on the. Let's see. Okay, I'll zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Now you can see what I'm on about. There. Got these little squares that need to lock in there and to there. Guess they should probably be painted interior green as well. Plot thickens. Same could not be said for my hair. That's a bit weird. That's just a bit. Okay, here we go. 85 and yeah, one side of that would indeed be interior green. That would not. 85, sorry. No. Do that a more mechanical colour. I'm Ken Brockman. That's my 2 cents worth. It illustrates the. Okay, that's right. Cool. Does show us what how it would operate in effect. So that therefore, it's definitely happy with all of that. Now that I've got all that sorted and through my noggin, I can then identify what I'm going to be airbrushing on this fairly clearly. Where's the other one? I know where the other one. Blue box of pizza, or in the boxes, other boxes. Okay. 19 and 20. Let's have a look. They look like gun parts. Yes, indeed. Yep. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Now while I'm here, I need to consider. It's a little bit jiggy. All right. I've done plans, kids. Now that I've got a bit more of it. Wish they hadn't printed the actually there. They put it on. 2 boxes. Stuff that is not going to be I'm not sure about that. Maybe not. Oh no, I'm good. Okay. Free option. Okay. Ah, pretty sure all of these together. Pretty sure. Yep, that's pretty much all our cockpit pieces together. That's beeps. Not unhappy about that fact. I'll need to do. I won't need to do interior green to be exposed. Ooh, good. What's here? Liberator. I was actually very keen to do a Liberator. I'm going to zoom you back out, guys. Just realised. Um, Liberator, yeah, they've got a certain je ne sais quoi. The Liberator, I actually even have a particular Liberator I would like to build. I'm actually pretty keen. Even though, as you say, they don't get much love. It's a bit unkind. Um, because I believe Jimmy Stewart flew a Liberator. I would like very much to build his one. Now, I'm going to need to do some interior green here that will be visible. All right. Now, get all that out of the way. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're a kind of cool aircraft. I've always liked them. Although I think, I'm unsure, but I think part of that might be that when I was a kid, saw the first image I ever saw of a Liberator was some Airfix artwork, and it looked great. And it just stuck with me. It looked great. And in that regard, for that reason alone, I'd like to build one. Um, like I said, I want to build Jimmy Stewart's. Uh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. The plot thickens. What does the thick plot? Well, these are the mysteries, Pete. Yeah. So I glean from your broaching of the subject that you're doing a Liberator then, Papa. If so, more power to you, man. Nice aircraft. Very nice. I was checking out the did Tamiya do one, I wonder? Tamiya's one would be sexy as all hell, one would think. Hey, pins. On the subject of how we were discussing doing Rommel's okay. But before I tell Pins about what I discovered, then tell us the story. Yeah, unless it's going to take too much typing, which is a fair call. Let's just don't need to up. Particular to watch. Some of the, I could mask these, but the bigger reality is A, it's probably not going to matter, and in fact, you can see it's not going to matter by virtue of the fact that that actually doesn't show on the wing end. Completely underneath. Further to which this area here is black and white. What I found out, was I went searching for both Rommel and Montgomery, and it confirmed that Tamiya do a Grant tank, Alamein, a Panzer Mark IV, Alamein, and this is what I'm thinking. If I can get all of this is 1:35, and they got Rommel in his half track. Strangely, they don't do Montgomery. I believe he had a half track. Well, be that as it may. But they don't do him. You'd think there'd be some manufacturer who would. If I can get that, that would be a good little set to have, I think. And they're 3 out of 4 so far. Anyway, Papa, tell us your tale. Take us on a strange journey. A journey through sight and sound. Oh, this is going to be very easy and require very little effort to match with. Good, happy about that. Oh boy. Oh no. Yeah. 40 feet. It'll ruin your day. Well, waste not, want not, man. Waste not, want not. You all know the drill. I saw this pic of an airbase. Might even have been the last airbase before we went over the Himalayas doing supply runs to China, I believe. basically they turned half a, I think it was a C-47, into basically a mess, a bar. They'd cut the fuselage in half, use the top half as like a what's it? Yeah, that's a classic thing. Apparently, my mum reckons that it was far from unknown for German pilots who got shot down. Of course, they've landed with their parachute. Well, it didn't need to be too concerned about being taken by the home guard or anything, because the women were going to make damn sure they got hold of that parachute. And it was quite common to see them go running towards a landed airman just to get the bloody parachute. Right, so I'll be doing all of that airbrushing a bit later on. What I might do while I'm setting up for interior green is, I'll leave that there. I might as well nail out the interior green for the Lank. This is a curious little situation whereby they some parts of it are black on the interior and some parts are green. Now, only thing I really need to identify in fact you can, well, let's black that line there. They've got it. Right, they've got it slightly different again. Tree. Okay, anyway, point is, I want to check out. Then, so, got a bit of a floor thing here. Right. Let's get out. First, let's do there's okay. Is actually it's much. Now, executive decision needs to be made here, because I've seen a couple of pics. Hang on, I'll do it with G. That illustrate or suggest that it was black from here down. Sort of makes sense. Not quite a or not quite, not aircraft. Bam. The assembly sheet suggests black only kicks in from here down. What I am going to do, as a quick little aside, I'll be using two different types of black on this part of the aircraft. What that is I'll be using chassis black along here. The interior areas here, I'll use cark black. Best way I can put it to you is that one is in fact a flat, whilst the other is a semi-gloss. As to how many people are going to notice the difference? Answer, probably none. Cruel hard world. That's all I'm saying. Now, question I have is, do I go the green all the way through there. Map says, oh, having seen pickies where it changes there. Right. I reckon. Oh, I'm agonising over this. Ha! As quickly as I what colour is that floor? Is that going to be green or is that going to be pink? Part of that means it's all very interesting. Okay, look, I will put green from there down because that's what I'm normally seeing. So I'm doing it that way. Easy. There's only that front area that I'm going to be doing black, maybe green there. How am I doing that? Where's my box of tape? That'll do us nicely. So, let's get this tape. Tape. Maybe, just maybe, might help to get this out of the way for the time being. Oops. There we have him. We'll give you a slightly better angle. Fairly thin through there. Let's bring the whole box out. Oh, hey, Papa, I put the aerial on the Junkers. I just got to get the, not Papa, min pins. Although you two could be part of this discussion, Papa. Yeah, I got the aerial stand on the Junkers. I've just got to put the wire on it now. Yep, I do. It's why do you call it the master race tape? Got to say, I've found quality tape to be a good thing in my eyes. Oh, you little pair of tweezers would probably be handy. Yeah, I got to say one of the look, 3M's at least decent stuff actually. But I think one of the biggest mistakes I ever made was thinking that um, yeah, the as you say, junk store stuff is close to adequate. There we go. That's not now. But that's the one. Correctamundo. The that's exactly what I'm after. Min pins, yes, thank you. I found the half track, but I haven't found Monty's set of wheels. Because to me, that with bearing in mind, I've only looked at a few manufacturers. If I keep looking, you'd think there'd be a few. You found it. Who makes it? Out of curiosity. Because then, as I said, Monty with Rommel and the two tanks from it of opposite sides of Alamein, that would be cool. That would be something I'd be so up for an ongoing project. Still make sure I finish the stack. But that would certainly be a really good viewing project if you follow me. Yeah, that would be very cool. I'd be so up for doing it. What I'm going to do with this Here is I'm going to mask off those little areas. There are some raised bars here, and what I'm going to mask off the areas where there's actual control panels. These bars I'll just paint separately by hand on top of the green. Won't be that hard. Mini art, right. Thank you for that information, buddy. What scale do they have it in, out of curiosity? Yeah, once this is all masked, it's quite wonderful. Nominally, I've allocated Wednesday to Lank, but this circumstances I'm doing a whole stack of because I'm doing the Halifax. It's interior, I may as well as do the Lank as well. For a time economy thing. Then we can prep it up for other colours on Wednesday. 1:35. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's the shit. The reason I'm so stoked about that is because that is the scale that the Tamiya tanks and Rommel's half track are in. Booyah! That is fantastic. Fantastic. Thanks, man. I'm going to be allocating some fundage in the future to acquiring wares. Kits make me a happy, happy man. Yes, they will. Just very nice. Okay, and then it's how wide. I would have a tape wide enough. Probably. I'd say you probably might have had a few different rides, buddy, depending on time and place. I do associate him with an armoured set of wheels, though, certainly when he was in North Africa. Dance begin. Come to. There we go. There. Yeah, that front bit's a wee bit fiddly, but never mind. Now width. It wouldn't be a centimetre. Oh, look at that. Ooh, convenience. Uh, plenty for our intents and purposes. Ah, just got a. I don't. Where is it? Um. Apple. Right in front of me. Now then. Bam. Oh, that's nice. Ah. Alright. Now, I'm not so bothered if I go a little too high with this one. Let's do a little tidy up. That's the plan. And then we'll get the other fuselage happening. That one too high. Will be. Here we go. So that's that part of it covered. I might as well put that with all the Halifax parts that I plan to hit with the green. Yeah, right. Waste not, want not again. There's today's lesson. Waste not, want not. They're actually quite precise about where they. Oh yeah, I will take this off. Won't take the completely off the sprue though. Sprue can be useful after all. Yeah. Yeah, I know he had a Humber. Do know that one. That's one of his classic set of wheels, as it were. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know. actually been given a bit of thought to building a couple of cars I would like to build. One I'd like to build is the ZZ Top Eliminator. And also the DB5 Aston Martin of James Bond. And if I could get 3 of the classic Mini Cooper, in the 1960s, back when they actually made the UK and by BMW, I'd go full red, white, and blue of the one red, one white, one blue, and set them up like the way they were in the original Italian Job movie. Which is fantastic. Are you serious? Yes, that's my staff car. I'll have the real. Jesus. Mind you, yeah, he wasn't without a quid now, was he? In the very name. Bernard Montgomery. Well, for all that, I believe he wasn't quite austere. Hey. No, no. And look, it's a. I didn't quite understand how the class system worked in full operation. I just thought it was based on money. My mum explained it to me quite well one day. As you see, it goes like this. I was a fan of, back when I was into soccer, I was a fan of a guy named Kevin Keegan. I think he was the first guy to have made a million or become a millionaire through playing soccer. When that sort of hit the news, he remember saying to me, "Oh wow, that's the naivety of youth. He's done well. He'll be upper class soon." She's there, Robert. He will never be upper class. He could make far more money than any of his neighbours in rich suburbs. But to the upper class, he will remain a grubby little man from Scunthorpe. And that's the reality. Doesn't matter anything else. You're not one of us. So it rolls. I remember saying to somebody from India, the mockery of the Indian caste system, or the Hindi caste system, English caste system, not so flash either. Yeah. My sister's moved to call it a small country. Wait, you're from Australia. Um, the right. So it's called Victor Harbour. Far out from Adelaide. And yeah, anyway, she's moved down there, but she has a bit of an inside run in as much as she's in a relationship with a guy who's lived there all his life, and I believe so have neighbours, siblings, and yada yada yada. You know the drill. Is the last bit yeah, that'll be handy because I intend to move down there at some stage. Nice place to retire to. That's my take. Assuming the world doesn't end between now. Yes, it's entirely possible. Piece of time. Ah, there we go. That's there we go. Nice. Now, something I have just noticed. These I'd be well advised on the inside to do dark grey as part of the seals on the windows that would go there. Now, or what a hassle, and around done. They don't actually need to go that way. They'll be fine. All under control. Yeah, I will be. What I'm doing is basically because I've got to do the interior green on the Halifax. I'm figuring that I may as well do the interior green on the Lank. Because at the end of the day, but otherwise I'll be just setting up to do it on Wednesday anyway. If I do this now, got it done. Start setting up for probably Kark black, chassis black. Wednesday, get that done during the week. Ah, yeah. Because I like to keep my colours separate. That's why. Where possible, I prefer to keep green where the green is, the black where the black is. That's me. Um, Now, there are a couple of bits there I could consider asking if I wanted. That's the right width. May as well. Oh, look, in the bigger reality, look, possibly, I'd even venture so far as to say probably um, being taking it too far. I could always paint straight on top. That's an option, you know. I am inclined to think, I don't know if this is true or whether I'm game up, but the thing I'm inclined to think is that the more colours you can keep separate and tidy, the better. That's just my thought. Now, for a lot of the exterior coat, however, that's not really a thing. I know they did paint on top of each other, but when it comes to all right. Well, that's it. I mean, hey, um, it's just a different, yeah. Um, Look, I'll be perfectly straight with you, man. There are times I do question my own, what's the adjective I'm looking for? Sanity comes to mind, but more practically, um, whether it's really necessary. I won't deny that, but I don't know. It's like, here we go. I also have this theory, this goes for any activity, that if you're feeling good about or feel that it gives you confidence or security in doing it, then do that because that works for you then. Or, you know? One of the reasons why actually it's going to sound like a strange analogy. Um, yeah, I'm not having a go in this next statement, but yeah, it's one of the reasons why I think people who do backseat driving can be creating problems because what they do is they make the driver second guess themselves. I've since come to accept, I used to have to deal with that, um, that no, just ignore, well, not ignore, but take on board what people say and listen. You think that's maybe you can learn something from that, do it. But Otherwise, just do what feels free and natural, man. If it feels good, do it. Works with Bart Simpson. I also actually remember being told by my first A-grade rugby coach, his exact line was, "If in doubt, don't." That's you're feeling good about it. Now you want to do it, mate? It's your business. There's two wonderful words that go together. Be sent their direction if they start paying you out. The first word sounds like duck. I've heard of dudes just using paint to put canopies on because paint can get kind of sticky. Bam, 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 and it works for them. My take, I wouldn't do it that way because I feel a bit, I feel that I would need the glue to make me feel secure. Yep, look. And, yeah, let's face it, canopies can be a tricky little business. And they can, as such, really don't want to be watching them up. Yeah, I'm totally with you, man. I think certainly, especially when you first start doing modelling, canopies are a bit of a nemesis. First the painting and then the gluing, Yep. It was once said to me, and I totally agree with this statement, that the canopy, good canopy, can really make the difference between an okay build and a good build. It also really facilitates a good view into the cockpit, which is what people want to see, and all that sort of stuff. And it's hard to disagree with that statement, But hey, the yeah, I'll tell you something. That's what I was going to mention with canopies. Painting them. I used to use masking tape. Nowadays, I don't, and the reason is because I'd be curious to see what your take on this one is. I have found it altogether too easy to have masking tape leak, and there's your canopy not happy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I find if I go barehanded with my painting, I can go and nail it first time every time. So yeah, that's just now what I need to find. Okay, do we do the green bit here on both of these? I'd suggest probably. Here we go, yes. See very exactly where that's got to go and how that's. Right. Do. Now that's not really going to require much taping, but a small bit just to. Boom, boom, boom. There. I should probably do a bit in there. That's an opinion. That, of course, will not look. Oh. And there. There we go. All right. Foist. Didn't need to go that far. Really, one thing I will say of with getting back on the subject of masking tape, which I know we were discussing a while back, but I don't know if you ever encountered some of these micro masks. They're great. Seriously, if you want to get into some nice tight areas, which sometimes you do, boom, fantastic. You get them on eBay. I was able to get mine. I got mine. Those were the latest batch through eBay. But yeah, they really they're really good. I'm a fan, obviously, or I wouldn't be mentioning them. All right, I'm gonna have a big session of airbrushing to do. I can tell. I was hoping to get off the Spitfire today. I think we've got all this done. Probably be time to wind the stream up. But, quarter past 11 already. Look, you can do that quite effectively. Yeah, that's absolutely true. But give us a moment. There are a couple of these that are just like, and you're gonna be going, "Are you fucking real?" That sort of a thing. That's like you're talking about. You're talking 0.3, 0.2 of a mil. Having it ready to rock and roll for the purpose is great. Again, opinion, each to their own. Um, None of this is going to be good. Oh, wait a minute. 10. Maybe the what do 9 and 10 do? Which are the base of here we go. 9, I don't anyway. So there's 10 then. What a string. That's interesting. Got interior green there, but then it's actually Gussie Buck there. Interesting. Right. But a pretty big suspicion. Now, part 10. Unless it's one of the gunners is just Purfleuston. Here we go. We'll answer our question for us. D33. Good. D3 and D4. Right. Picture for it now. So that, oh no, we'll keep that. Yeah, right. They actually pointed out as being black. Okay, that's fine. All good. Which you would think. Probably consistent. Right, okay. Now, that being so, probably off camera, none of what I was waffling about. But all of that doesn't need to be done. Ah, right, now it's bits as well. Let's see. Pick number. There's something I definitely back down. Oh, the cockpit floor, it remains black, however. That's fine. You know what? I think. Now you see, this is irritating. Oh, wait a minute, or is it that? Doesn't matter. You've got the walk there, and it says 33, which is flat black. Then here it says 78. Really, guys? Really? That's a wee bit annoying, actually, to be honest. Oh, geez, I've got a... Oh, hey, bub. How you doing? Oh, hands. Dearie me. Have I just been raided and I haven't been too busy having my head up my ass? Yeah, they probably do. I'm just having a look at... Because I'm setting up for airbrushing on the interior green. And some of the ways the instructions are done, not as clear as I'd like them to be. And I'm a bit particular about this sort of a deal. Okay, so they're suggesting that the very front of it is black and the rest of it is... Oh, yeah. What ifs? Alright. Dearie me, kids. How to do a big man's head in. At the end of the day, however, so how many different parts make up the cockpit? Yeah, that's what I thought. And then it's got, yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, like some parts of it are kind of obvious, but some parts are not. It's like, really, people? Really? The answer is really. Okay. That, 27. All right. Boom. But that would be black. Position. They. Would they be interior green as well? You would think so. Dearie me. All right. I'd say most of the wing flaps on the interior tend to be that interior green, so I'll set them out. Oh, thanks, man. Ah. Ah. Bam. 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 I'll have a look at those pics, but maybe there've been a lot of hats. There we go. Right, we'll nail them. You don't talk to me, man. Don't talk to me. Yeah, sometimes I get a bit lost in my own focus, guys. Sorry about that. Dearie me, eh? Okay. Now. Then. So. Oops. And I'll get this one done. There's not much more before I can start hitting with cockpit green. Deary me. Tell you guys, I had no idea there was this much shit on the lake. Well, actually, maybe I did. Now then. Ah. Now then. All cool in the gang there, I think. Aha! Here we go. Okay, yeah, well, I'll do that. Will have the flaps open. I prefer to do that. It's just the way I roll. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. The kind of thing I enjoy doing. Oh, now then, be that as it. You can actually see the point where the colour's supposed to change, I think. Just there, I'll just we could hold it against the frame. Assess that. Alrighty. Little, you little. There we go. One. No, my I do all my spraying outside. Partly because I rent where I live, and also because yeah, it's just the idea of having. I set up in what is effectively the living room of my place. So the idea of airbrushing through there is probably a bad one. You know what I mean? Tidy that up. Even going outside though, it is as fumy as all hell, man. Okay? I don't reckon that I would even with a proper spray booth, I don't reckon. I still don't reckon I would. I'd still airbrush in the shed just because it, mate. You know, it's a fumey business. You don't want that shit inside your house. I'm Ken Brackman. That's my 2 cents worth. I used to share a house with a guy who had no qualms about airbrushing inside his house and had his entire thing set up permanently in his kitchen. I just like moved to when I left my ex. I was there for a while, but yeah, he'd airbrush casually inside the house, no booth, anything like that. You think, dude, your lungs. And by extension, what do you think you're doing to your brain? Wanted to have amyl nitrate going, be doing it properly, you know what? Yeah, that's the one. Let me do time. Not so bad. I'll have all of this masked up. And well, all the cockpit green on, well, both this and the Halifax. Later today. Do it before I go out fishing, I will. I know it'll be done. There we Oops. Yeah. Tell you what, this long bit of sprue here, that made for sprue stretching, I tell you. Boom shaka like what bamboo. Now, So, I think I can do it very easy. Mm, very much. It is. My housemate is departing for a little while. I believe he's doing jobs. Exciting stuff, I'm sure you'll. That one. Now, where's our line go here? Let's get part of the fuselage, shall we? Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? Now, getting it the right way around, boy, I wonder. Let's have it the right way around. Otherwise, you're going to look like a dingus. Right. Okay, that's the back. Right. Okay. That would be light. Light. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. Oh, feel free to screenshot. Hey, feel free, how you doing? I don't often get viewers or chatters from YouTube. I don't know if the others can see you. They're on Twitch. There's a few people viewing. It's very nice. How you doing? Good? Now, where do they reckon that line goes? Aha. Okay, that was it. So, right. Tally ho. Got it sorted. Now then, so I'll do the taping in there. And then, finally, that will be all our Lank and Halifax prepping done. We can get down some detailing. So, I guess I can ask this question collectively. How's everyone's different builds going? As you can see, I'm at the early stages with the Lank, the Halifax. They're very productive today with the modelling. I'm very happy about that fact. Really happy about the fact that later today I'll be catching fish. Snip, Boom. Right, get all of that out. Right, that was a bit of an epic piece of masking. Alright. Now, engines. Engines. These are the Halifax engines. There where we're at with them so far. Get a bit of light on the matter. Now, thus far, as you can see, you can see fairly good. We've got the backing of the gunmetal grey. We've got oily steel on the cylinders. We've got some neutral grey on the top of the cylinders. Now, what my next part of the plan with these is I want to put some bronze, I reckon is possibly the colour to roll with. Put copper for the wires that you can see there. And then, if you look carefully, you can't quite see it because of the rim. Regardless of how I hold this, the rim will get in the way. But what I want to do is you'll see, like, just see the edge of the rotator. I'm going to do that dark grey so as it's when I do the natural steel above that, it'll stick out. I'll also highlight the cylinders there. This is my plan. Alrighty. So, to that end, good people. Yeah, for a moment. Now, the colour I seek, and he got out earlier, conveniently enough. Right. Now, what I might do, I do have the option of copper. I might just see. Well, I'm working on a Lancaster and a Halifax. I will continue to work on what I want to do next on the Lanc. It's more off camera stuff, which is to say, in fact, with both the Lanc and the Halifax, I'm going to be hitting it with the interior green. And then on Wednesday, my next nominated Lanc session, I'll be prepping it up for either of the chassis black that I intend to use on the Bombay, or the Kark black that I intend to use on the black areas of the cockpit. Now, here are our two colour options for the wires, either a bronze or copper. My plan of attack here is to give them both a bit of a shake, and then we can do a bit of a compare and contrast. Next to them, we can make an executive decision then as to how this happens. So shake, 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 shake. Alrighty, let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's not in the book at all. It's on the bloody paper. That means there's our bronze. Here's our copper. Maybe that needs to be more. That doesn't. Yeah, nah, we'll go with the bronze. A bit of a look. Now, what I need is my goggles. Whoops. Now then, this brush. Boom. get you a better angle, shall we? Painting. Move you around a bit so as you can see what I'm doing. There we go. A little. That's it on the first one, I'll show you. Cool. You want to see how I've done the there. Be a bit more apparent once I've done all the others as well. Slowly getting there. Righty. It's starting to look a bit nicer. You can start to see the effect that's coming together there. Further in. Okay. All right. That's almost the first one done. I'll be most happy. Engine's done. Almost got the first one done. Yeah. And I have. Giggity. At least as far as the wires go. Okay. So, there we go. There's the first one with wires done. Pretty happy with how that's looking overall. Now, like I said, I've got a few other little bits on it before those ends. Getting there. Oh, wow. Almost at the halfway point of this little excursion. Yeah. Engine 2. Hang on, have I missed a spot there? Very good. So, the second engine. Coming on. Bing. Mouthful of coffee badly needed here, I tell you. Right. Right. Once I've got the engines done, I need to scarp. What else? I reckon. Open suggestions as to who we should raid, on account of me not necessarily knowing all the people who are raidable. So hey. Nominate somebody. Will. Work it. Now, as you can see, the engine is coming along. Oh, there's our third one. It's all coming together, peeps. And finally, There is the last engine. We can go the other bits, but not today. Now, brush. Now, brush. Goggles. Switch out light. Now. Let's see. Give me a moment, guys, and I'm going to see if I can spot anyone Twitch who's currently streaming. Now I've got a dude doing some Gundam. It's got 19 viewers at the moment. Let's see if there's anyone on Discord streaming. Oh, you off, buddy? Okay, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Now Discord. Discord streaming. Yeah, look, I reckon I might just wind the stream up. Yeah, look, thanks for watching, guys. Hang on a moment. I can't even see. There we go. Okay. Again, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate that. I really do. Yes, for those who are watching for the first time, there's a magic button I'd like you to hit. Follow, like, subscribe. And if you wish to track me down on other platforms, I am Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord, and Robster the Builder on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. You all know the drill, peeps. Follow, like, subscribe. Now, on that note, I shall catch everybody later. I'm next on my Twitch schedule. I'm listed as being on the Wednesday morning, but I will like as not be on for some time tomorrow morning. I'm not too sure as to what time exactly. But I'll announce it on all the various platforms. And if anybody would choose to join me then, that would be more stuff that whilst I put some of my paint up the right way. Thank you. Okay. Again, thanks for watching. And I shall catch you next time for all the fun and games that modelling brings. Catch you then, kids.